Hey guys, Tony here, and we've got a brand new version of Neighborhood Pages. This is the Marketing Agency Edition. What I'm going to do is a two-part walkthrough, and this first part, I'm just going to show you around and what things look like. And in the second part, I will do a demo. Okay, so let me show you what a page should look like. Now, when you click on the preview, let me just come back here a second. You can see that I've generated total 84 pages. This is for a marketing agency here in Pattaya. Okay, I can easily associate that with my own business. And you can do this in unlimited sort of neighborhoods and cities, states, whatever you choose. Okay, there is no limitations on usage. So you can put, campaigns for multiple different cities and the neighborhoods within those cities. That's a really, really powerful strategy. Okay, so even if you're in a state, then if you're in Florida, for example, you're going to have, many large cities that have got loads of neighborhoods in each city. So you could do a campaign for each city within those, but within that one state, and you've got no limitations whatsoever. Okay, so you can completely dominate all those neighborhoods all over that particular state. Okay, same any place else, any country as well. Now you can see I've done mine for Pattaya. Okay, so it works in any country. And I'm going to add some language options so you can do it in different languages as well. It's not been added yet. It won't take long. This is a no-code built app, but it is very, very good and very well constructed, as you're about to see. Okay, so first, if I click through on one of these, okay, let's just choose one of these random. Click on preview. Okay, this is what you're going to see initially. You'll see another preview button up here. And you can see this is a draft. It's not published yet. Okay. And I'll show you how to bulk publish and even how to bulk do featured images for all the pages you create in one click. Okay, click on here, and you can see we don't have an image, but we have got a sticky sidebar, and we got information in a landing page kind of format, and everything here is specific to the service. Okay, and everything up here is going to be specific to the local area. Okay, so we're building in entities and local information combined with services, and we've got some extra bits down here. Now, what makes Neighborhood Pages the original strategy that I basically built this app from is somebody else's case study. He mentioned he had something like 20 images on his pages. Okay, I've made it easy for us to be able to use Ideogram to generate images so that you can do it as quickly as possible. I'm still looking for some alternative ways that we can do it in bulk so that that can become easier. But the thing is, right now, what we can do is we can target all the services that we do with all the areas that we service. Okay, so if I've got 10 services and 10 neighborhoods, that's going to be 100 pages, 10 times 10. Okay, so let's come back. Let me close the preview. I'll come back in here in a few minutes. Let's come back. And you will see that we've got all these different services. Okay, you can see all the different ones for Central Pattaya here. As I scroll down, you're going to see it goes into other neighborhoods like Pratham Nek Hill. And we got all these different services and all the different locations. Okay, the different neighborhoods. As we come down, you will see the same again, Bang Saray, Jomtien, etc., etc. These are all locations for those who are not familiar with the geography of Pattaya, which is probably about 95% of you. Okay, so anyway, all the services you do, if you've got 10 services, and all the neighborhoods you do, if you've got 10 neighborhoods, that's an example. Okay, you can do as many as you want. Then it's going to be services times neighborhoods. That's the amount of pages you're going to get. Okay, now when we come into the settings here, this is kind of interesting. I need to point some things out here. You're going to put in some information here. Whatever information you put in here for the niche name is going to be appearing over here. That's going to be specific to you as soon as you fill in the niche name here. Okay, and it's better to put your company name in there, right? You can put an app tagline and telephone contact details, etc. That should all be in here. I'm just going to put mine's in here, and I'm going to put, I'll just keep the Gmail for now, just for example. Right, now, brand colors you can choose according to this. Now, I'll probably update this later to give us more choices and maybe have some sort of themed templates that we can use. And when we come down to the service types, you can click suggest with AI, and it's going to give you suggestions, or you can see the suggestions that I've already got from AI and put in here. Now, what you can do, this is specific to you, this one. If you've got clients, it's going to be the same process. Each client, you're going to do the same thing. Okay, so for example, if I'm doing SEO and local search, I'm going to click on that to toggle. Okay, and that comes on, toggle on and off. Okay, when you go to do your campaigns, all these services are available for you to choose from, or you can just do them again if you want to do a smaller campaign or a larger campaign. Okay, but you'll have an option to use the services that you have identified within your settings. Okay, so these can toggle on and off. You can see I've got traditional marketing services, and as we scroll down, I've got in here workshops and training, and we've also got AI marketing services. There's plenty to choose from. Okay, neighborhoods list, you can put these in manually, but when you are doing a campaign, you have an option for the AI to generate for you, and it's very, very accurate. I can tell you that right now from the things that I've been doing. Okay, page stats, you can put anything that you want in here and the AI will pick it up. Okay, I would save it to what I've got here. Okay, in fact, I might just hard code that, but still give you the option to edit so that you're not confused when it comes to this. Okay, we just want to put things like client served. Let me just come back into that page we were at, and you will see exactly what that looks like. Click on preview, preview again, come down, and you can see that section here. Okay, client served, average ROI increase, how many campaigns, how much experience you got, etc. That's exactly what this is here. Okay, whatever you put in here is what is going to appear right here underneath the featured image. Okay, nice. Okay, and ideally, you're going to have a nice image here. I'll show you in part 2 how we generate those in bulk. Okay, now come down a little bit more, and you got an option here for URL slug settings. Here's why this is important. If you know the domain that you're going to be posting into, okay, then for us to be able to do internal linking, get it completely automated with the AI, we need to have like a uniform URL slug structure. Okay, here's what that looks like. We've got in here, you can do service and location, for example, plumbing downtown or marketing downtown, or that could be marketing Pattaya. And here, location service, that's the other way around, where I could do Pattaya marketing. Okay, so I could have marketing Pattaya or parketing. Marketing, Pattaya marketing. Okay, and that's going to give us the exact URL slug. Okay, so it knows what the internal link should be, because when we're posting into WordPress, which this can do, you can connect as many WordPress sites as you want. Okay, when it's connecting it into WordPress, if it knows the domain and it knows the URL slug pattern that you have chosen, then it knows exactly how to do the internal linking. Okay, so when we come over here, this will have internal linking exactly as we want. Okay, and then we got some more stuff over here, and we got contact details, etc. down here as well, which is the stuff that we had at the top. Right now, API keys, important. You can choose any API that you want to work with. Okay, any API. You do need ideogram if you want to do the images. Okay, now to give you an example, for 84 pages that I was generating images, and I had made a mistake with this, and the images were not generated. That's on me. It wasn't the software. It was me. I had made a mistake in the software building at that particular point. I forgot to make it live. Okay, I forgot to publish it. I had done it with done the task of the build the feature in the no-code building platform. I used Base 44, but I went over into the public page before I had published it. Okay, and I hadn't published it, so when I ran it, then the images were being generated, but of course there was no instructions. It wasn't published. The update wasn't published. So I incurred $5.84 cost. Now you might think that's quite a lot, but it's really not. Okay, let me explain why. I had 84 pages, 84 featured images. Okay, and with those 84 featured images, and Stephanie's been running some stuff in the background as well, so she's got some costs in there as well for the campaigns that she's been testing, etc. But here's the thing: if you have a client and you're building a whole ecosystem of neighborhood pages versus services, 100 pages or more, and it's costing you, say, $6, you're charging your client for that. Okay, you're putting that cost on your client. If it's for your own, $5, you can even get a Fiverr gig for that, even when they put the tax and stuff on top of that. So this is a good deal. It's actually a good deal. You don't have to do that as often. You don't have to do it every campaign you do. Okay, now how many campaigns you're going to do? Well, it depends how many clients you're going to do. It depends how many cities, how many local areas, states, whatever that you want to do. Okay, but if it's costing you $6 a time, it's still much cheaper than a Fiverr gig, and all you're doing is clicking a few buttons, as you're going to see as we get to the demo section. Okay, the demo part of this, and here it gives you the usage. Okay, gives you the usage, and you can see, so you can keep a track of your cost. Okay, this is in ideogram. To get there, all you do is you can see down here ideogram, and every single API field has got a link where you can go and get your API keys from. Okay, now I've been told that this Moonshot or Kimi is a lot cheaper and it's supposed to be quite good. I haven't tested it, so I don't know, but I put it in there because some people might ask for it, might be worth testing, and that can save you some costs. I would prefer to use Claude. Okay, now once all that's done, we can save the settings, and what we've actually done then is we have chosen the services, we have put our contact details, we have set up our API keys, we have set up what the page stats are going to be underneath the featured image, and we've chosen the slug pattern and put in the domain for our campaign. Okay, and that makes it simpler. Now, what I suggest you do, if you're going to do more cities or more states for yourself, add yourself as a client for each one of those different locations. Okay, so if you do Florida, then you go and do Georgia, then you do South Carolina, North Carolina, if you're down that area, and those are the kind of areas that you service, then you do yourself as a client, put yourself as a client, so that you've got these unique settings for every single location that you're doing. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so that's basically what we're doing here. Now, if I come into bulk review in here, what this is going to do, it's going to tell me which pages are well optimized and what needs some work. Okay, it's going to tell me what needs some work, and you can click through and you can see the actions that need to be taken as well. If I click on this, it's going to give me the preview. I'm going to come back. Oh, where am I going? Come back to bulk review. Okay, and it's giving us all this information. Now, I need to understand, just bear with me a second, guys, because this should be the edit. Okay, I'm not able to go into edit right now. Okay, let me come back. Something I need to tweak. This kind of thing pops up now and again. If I click on here, the three dots, I can click on the edit page. Okay, now the edit page is slightly different from the real estate. If you watched any videos, or if you've seen anything on the real estate before, it's slightly different, because what we do in here is we've got two simplified versions of the edit overview here. We've got two simplified versions of the editing. Okay, now when we're in here, this means any of this can be edited. Okay, and you can even generate it with AI as well. Okay, and as you scroll down, you've got every single part of this you can edit at any point. Now, I've made it simple so that you've got two different ways that you can do editing. We've got a simple version, we've got a more advanced version. Now, when we first released the real estate version, we had a lot of information in there, and I think it overwhelmed people. It just confused people who think, oh wow, so much choices for editing, and that can make people feel overwhelmed if they got 80 odd pages or something like that. Now, if you hover over any part of this, Okay, you're going to be able to edit. You can see from here, I can edit the overview and scroll down. I can edit this section here and scroll down, can edit all this. All of this, you just click to edit any part of it. This makes it simpler, but there is an advanced version of that in here as well, that you can choose to use, and that's got more advanced features, etc. We will cover that in the tutorial videos, okay? Stephanie will do shorter tutorial videos, and plus we got a webinar coming up, okay? Right now, if I want to go and generate all the images at one time for all my 84 pages, okay, I need to make sure it's published first, right? And then I'm going to go into the published app, and I'm going to click on select all, and I'm going to click generate images. Now, as long as you've got an ideogram API key, that is going to go and generate, in this case, it would be 84 different images, okay? I've just got to remember to update the software before I do that, okay, and make sure that works. And it's going to create for all 84 pages. That makes it much better because one click, it's going to do 3 at a time, pause for a few seconds, and then do another 3 at a time. It's not going to be just, one complete run that might break. So we put in some safeguards so that it can just continue and it will get them all done. And if we want to, we can click on publish all the pages. Okay. Or if you want to archive some, you can do that. Or if you want to delete some, you can do that. Okay. Just depends on how many you checkbox. You can checkbox all, you can uncheck, recheck, or whatever. Okay. So that's basically what we can do here. Now, the bulk review, I'll be honest, I'm looking at this right now and I'm thinking I've got some bits that I need to do. Okay. So what we can do is we click on any of these as well. You can see we can choose to publish to WordPress, schedule, delete, archive, whatever. Okay. Now, I've got work to do because when I click on the editor here, it's taking me to the preview. So that's just a prompt to get that fixed, but that will take us into editing for each and every single page. When I fix that, a simple prompt, okay, you can see which ones are good. It could be, if you want to move fast, and this is the way that I'll probably do it, is you go to all the ones that are excellent, okay, and publish them. Just publish them. They're still here. You can still do editing. You can still do editing in bulk as well. And just get all of those ones that are excellent published. Okay. And the other ones, you've got to do some work on. Okay. Now we got the bulk editor that I was just talking about. So here we can click on any pages. If I click on more than one, for example, we can choose to publish at one time, archive, or keep as draft. Okay. Now, you got the same choices down here, and this just gives you the ability that you can go and publish really, really fast if you want to. Okay. I need to get this expanded. This kind of small thing that pops in when you're building, and as rapidly as what I was doing over the past few days, I'll get that fixed. It's got a scroller here, and again, we can see the completion, okay, 88%, 100%, 100%, etc. So you can see if there's work to be done. Let's see if this one works for the editor. Well, does work because there's editing in each section, but it should give you a list of things that you need to change. So a little bit of work for me to do there, just a couple of prompts, and we're going to be good to go. Okay, now if I come back into the base 44 in here where I built the tool, I'm going to close the preview, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you from the dashboard how we create a campaign. Okay, I'll just wait for this to load up. And the reason I'm doing it in here is so that if I see anything, I can make a note in here and get it fixed. Okay, I did the test campaign. Now I'm recording videos is going to be the second test campaign. So let's go. Okay, now we also got pillar pages. Important context here. You can choose whether you want all of the neighborhood pages to link to pillar pages. Now, what is a pillar page? A pillar page is, for example, I've got a service in the vicinity of Pattaya. Within the vicinity of Pattaya, I've got 10 different neighborhoods. Okay, so I would have 10 different pages for a specific service, say copywriting and email writing or email management. Okay. If I've got a page for all of those, for that service, for all of those neighborhoods, 10 pages in total, I can make that link to a pillar page, and the pillar page would be, instead of using the neighborhood, it would use the bigger location. So that would be Pattaya, or maybe here Chonburi, which is like the state that Pattaya is within, okay, like a Florida or Georgia or something like that, okay. So the pillar pages, we can create one pillar page for each service as well. So I could have like AI SEO for Pattaya, but I've got 10 neighborhood pages for that service, AI SEO for Jomtien, for Pratamnak, for all these different neighborhoods. Then I can choose to make all of them link to the pillar page, but I've also got a choice whether I want reciprocal linking for the pillar page to link back out to the neighborhood pages. That's not what I'm going to do. You might have a different opinion. That's okay. You've got a choice. Up to you. Okay. I just want to push all the link juice into that pillar page. Okay. I'm using the neighborhood pages to push the link juice into that page. Okay. Now, if I want to drive some backlinks, if I want to get aggressive with sort of grey hat backlinks, campaigns, etc., then I'm going to be linking to the neighborhood pages, and that link juice will pass up to the pillar page. Okay, so let's go into a new campaign. Okay, I think I'm just going to continue with this video instead of doing a secondary video, because it's not going to be that difficult. Now, if you click on single page here, it's going to take you to this generator page, which is for single pages. Okay, you can see it's automatically opened at the bulk generate. Okay, now what you see here is all the different services that you can choose. There is an option, or there was an option, that we could choose from what was in the settings, which seems to have disappeared. I'll put that back in. Now there should be a little button here that says use the services from settings. I'll put that back in. It was there before. Anyway, I'll just carry on since we're kind of in a demo. Okay, if I choose a few of these, I'll choose just 4, okay, just for the purpose of demonstration. Then I click on next. You see the highlight, the services that you provide, okay. Then we got a choice to put in here. Well, I'm going to put in first my location, okay, Pattaya, Chonburi. Quality focus, major areas only. I recommend this, okay, otherwise it's going to get into street names. That's how accurate it is, okay. Which you don't want. I assume you don't want, okay. I keep it there in case somebody wants to do it. You can do it, okay. You can choose the content length. I suggest 500 to 700 words, okay. Now, what we can do, we can choose to find service areas. This will only work if you filled in here your city and your region, okay. I'll click on this. Okay, now you can see that this is found, and it's gone a little bit too detailed for me here. Really too much detail for me here. Pattaya Hill, Pattaya Park. Some of this stuff I don't want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this right down, and I'll pause the video till I've done this. Okay, I deleted most of these. Sometimes it's got the areas right, but it hasn't written them the way I want them. Okay, so for example, you can see here it's got like Jomtien Beach. We don't want Jomtien Beach. We want the whole Jomtien area. So I would just put in here Jomtien, and I would click on the enter button. That will add it, and then I can take out Jomtien Beach, and I can do one at a time as I go through that. Okay, so I've got North Pattaya, Central Pattaya, South Pattaya, Naklua, Jomtien. Let me put one more. Okay, Pratumnak. Okay, it should be Pratumnak Hill, but I'm going to keep it just Pratumnak. That's what we usually type in if we're searching. Okay, so now I can click on next. This tells me I've got 4 services in 6 areas. Okay, and it will tell me exactly the pages it's going to have. So it's going to have services for these local areas. Okay, these are all the services. These are all the local areas. 24 pages. Okay, now I can click on generate these pages, and it's going to go off and start to generate the pages exactly like you've seen at the beginning of the video. Okay, so I'm not going to wait for this because we've already shown you an example. Okay, and we're going to cover it in a webinar, and plus Stephanie is going to do shorter videos as well, because this can take a while to sort of process, etc. as well. Okay, now I did notice a couple of things that I needed to improve in the tool as I was doing this. That's fine, they will get done. We will make a note of those from the transcript of this video when I put it onto YouTube, and so those will get done. But great tool. Great tool. And if you want to do the neighborhood pages strategy, you really should be starting off with your own agency sort of campaign, and that will take you through to that will give you something you can show to clients. Okay, and plus the case study, the original case study from the guy that did it for real estate clients, I think it was in Ohio. We can use that. We can all use that and say, look, we saw this case study and we thought we could offer this service, exactly this service. Okay, let me just click on this view all pages since we're here. Okay, so it's created all these new pages. Okay, another thing, and I'm speaking this out so that I get it in the transcript. Okay, I need to be able to separate the pages created within a specific campaign. Okay, so that we can go and do what we need to do with the remaining sort of polishing, tweaking, and updates that we got to put in. Okay, so that's neighborhood pages. It's really cool tool. It's a very well put together tool. We got AI assistance, we got templates that we will build up through time. You can do things like A/B testing and stuff like that. That's a little bit more advanced and probably a little bit later down the line that you want to be using those, but I will cover them in some live sessions that we're going to do. It's going to be more than one webinar. It's going to have to be more than one webinar for a strategy like this, so that we will cover as much as we can. Okay, and it's a great strategy. It's a great tool. It creates the landing pages and it does things in the background that I didn't even mention. The local optimization stuff. There's a lot of brains behind every single click. There's a lot of intelligence behind it. There's a lot of strategy built in that you don't even need to make a decision about. Okay, the only decision you have to make right now is if you want to grab this while it's on a special deal, because we've been selling the neighborhood pages editions for $197. The real estate one was $197. I'm doing a special offer on this one, only available for a short time. Okay, because I should have done this version first, the marketing agency version first, so that you could get your own campaigns set up. So I'm doing this at half price, just $97. One-time cost. Okay, one-time cost $97. And so if you want to grab this, you want to grab it quickly because the price will go up. It's on a special right now. And if you just want to get your own campaign set up, that is a bargain, because you can get hundreds of pages done over all those local neighborhood areas, plus your killer pages, etc. as well, and all done for you and to a very high standard, and published into your WordPress site. You could even just create a brand new WordPress site to do this. Okay, get a domain that has got some keywords within the domain, and you're good to go. You're good to go. Okay, even if you wanted to, you could have different websites. This is taking things a little bit further. You could have different websites for each service and just publish specific service pages into each WordPress site. Okay, that's another way you could do it. And you could actually build it almost like a PBN where they're kind of interlinking, but leading to your main website. Okay, there's lots of different strategies, and you probably got some ideas of your own as well, how to do it. But nice tool, powerful, easy to use. Grab it while it's really cheap. I mean, this is really cheap, $97. This really should be much higher price. Okay, it should be at least $197. So grab it now while it's 50% off, because when that price changes, then you won't be able to get it at that price again. Okay, thanks.